Hey guys, this is David Watts. I'm just going to do a brief demonstration and overview of UniSave. Alright, first thing you want to do, I'm just going to get right into it. Create an empty game object or a game object, doesn't matter. And just drag these two scripts, save parser and load game. Just drag them onto it. Okay. Now, first thing we'll go over is save parser. This is the most important part, your prefabs list. Anything, and I mean absolutely anything you want to save or load needs to be inside this list. It can be game objects or just prefabs. Okay, prefabs. Make sure you drop any prefab you want to save and load into there. That's as simple as it can be. Just drag and drop. Obviously, if you have more, make it bigger, but I only have 2 for this test. You can leave save path alone. That's if you want to, change your path or anything like that. So if there's a character in there, it'll overwrite the default, which is application data path. Now you can either save it remotely and you can encrypt it. I will show you both encryption. I'm not using remote for my testing demonstration, so I'll leave that off. I'll turn encrypt off for now. Now if you're using is remote, make sure you do a username and password if you need to, for like logging into databases and stuff like that. Now if you have a website or IP, type in the URI right here, and that's it. Now the load game, if you don't have to load it from a website or an IP, just leave this the way it is. That's all you need to do. Okay, now to actually save the game object and all that, just add this script, add to save. It just pretty much it comes back to it references the save parser and it saves it into a hidden list pretty much. I think there's a couple, one for transforms and one for game objects. Okay, that's it. That's literally all you have to do. And we'll go ahead and hit play. And I'll just drag these 2 prefabs in the scene. Make this camera a little bit bigger. Put the person right there and the ambulance right there. Now as you can see, we just got an error. That's from the test script I made. It's because I haven't referenced the ambulance yet. So come to the player, drag the ambulance onto the reference. Okay, it's because it was doing that distance calculation. Okay, now for this test, as you can see, person name, age, and all that's all default settings, nothing there. So the name, I'll just use mine, David. Use the age 28. Let's say my temperature is 101.5, which is pretty hot, which means I'm sick. We say we got 25 miles to run home. Okay, and obviously if my temperature is 101, I'm pretty hot, so it's hot is true. Person position, so we can, change our position, and it'll save it. And our forehead color, obviously if we're hot, our skin changes colors. So I'll just make it solid red with an alpha of 255. Obviously we got our ambulance reference and our ambulance distance. Okay, let's change the distance to something. Let me do the ambulance itself. I'll move it closer. Alright, now as you can see, our distance is 2.667815. Now the default settings, I just made it where if you press space bar, it saves, and if you press the L key, it loads the data. Okay, so let's go ahead and press space bar. As you can see, it saves our data. Save completed. Let me go ahead and load this. Alright, here's our data we saved. This is just in the pure text. Very easily readable. Alright, I'll tell you what everything means. The N means the name of the object. So the reference to the prefab is person. The first 3 after that is positions. The first 3 after that is rotations. And now the A means is it set active true or false, which is true, so the object is turned on. You can also save objects where they're set active false, so they're always off. Now this little symbol right here with the C inside the brackets means now it's time to start loading or saving component values. Okay, Now, as you can see, we got another C afterwards with the colon after it. That means this is the component we want to load or add it to the object if it wasn't defaultly already on it. Okay, now is this component on or off? Which in my case is true, it's on. This is the ID to the prefab, which whenever you do add to save script on the object, it generates IDs and stuff like that. So you can reference connections and stuff like that. Now, as you can see, we got another C, which means, hey, this is another component, a script. And this one's called test data, which is the name of this test script I made. And is this script on or off? Which it is on. Obviously my name, my age, the temperature and all that. Now this C with the slash at the end means no more components, go to the next object, which the next object is the ambulance. We just want to save the position. Rotation is the object on or off. Okay, it's on. Add to save is true, so it's on. The ID to the object. That's it. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and shut down and load the game back up. Well, not game, but you know what I mean. And press L. Boom. Our objects are where they were. Our settings are still there. David 28, 101.5, 25 is hot as true. Like, let's say I'll turn off is hot as false. Save it again. Now I'll come back, load, person is hot is now false. It's a pretty simple program, and I mean I think it'll really help you guys out. And now I'll show you the encryption. Just come here, go to save parser, type in, or not type, check encrypt, and we'll just leave the settings. I'll add some more settings actually. So now, since we got a new thing we want to save, we'll drag and drop our stuff back into the scene. Okay, now reference the ambulance. For name, we'll just do Samuel, that's my first name. Age, we'll do 45. Temperature, we'll do 98.5. Miles to run, 0, they're not hot. Okay, forehead color, we'll just leave it black because they're not hot. And now let's go ahead and save. Alright, save completed. Now, if we load it, now it's all going to be one line, all, whatever you call it, encrypted. But, alright. Now, if we want to load the data, it'll decrypt it and load it back into the scene. Boom, there's our information. Let's look at it. Samuel, 45, 98.5, 0, not hot. But it's definitely very easy to use. Doesn't require any coding, and I'm really hoping to make this a community endeavor so we can make it even better. And on the GitHub, if you want to be a contributor, let me know, and I'm hoping we can make this a community project to make it even better. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.